And please, if you are a viewer of this channel, this video, don't fall into the trap that Christianity or religion in general does in regard to your sexuality.
Traditionally, every girl takes the same steps into adulthood. We're all familiar with the trend. Our first step, which involves watching our mother apply her makeup and trying so desperately to make those size 8s fit over our size 5s. Or waiting until our older sister goes on her first date. She leaves, and then raiding her closet and stealing her fashion ideas. And before you know it, those size 8s fit our own feet. And we're 1 foot in the door to finding our own date, and life comes in full swing. And let's face it, we all want to grow up so quickly. But like doing anything too fast, we make mistakes. Some mistakes we find are irreversible, and we have to suffer the repercussions of our own decisions. So it's no surprise to any of us, by choosing to be sexually active at a young age, that decision can come with a heavy burden. That burden is pregnancy. Pregnancy among teens is a serious epidemic in society today. An epidemic that will cause the teen to be forced to make several life-changing decisions and endure painful sacrifices. Jasmine and Pristina are 2 such teens whose lives have changed forever.
My life before I had my daughter was a lot easier and less complicated, and I wasn't struggling as much as I am now. It was more about what I was going to be doing and when I was going to be getting high next, and what was going on that really didn't need to be part of my life.
Before I had my first child, my goal was pretty much climb the ladder. I was in NJROTC, which is a Navy program. I was their commander. I was a color guard captain, and I didn't expect ever that my life afterwards, just in a few short months, would be mommy.
If you're 14, explore yourself, explore your body. There's nothing wrong with starting to see pornography at an early age in your pubescent years, because if you don't, it can really fuck you over later in life. When you're 19 and people see you're acting like a 14-year-old horny boy, because if you've never been exposed to something you should have been exposed to when you were younger. Sexual repression from religion is one of the most toxic, damaging, harmful things I believe that can be done to a child, or a teen later in his life, or adults later in their life.
I was so desperate to feel that love that I turned to pornography to honestly teach me how to keep somebody with my body, and that is so wrong with how it's supposed to be. That's the opposite of how you're supposed to feel, and it was a horrible feeling. Being in a situation where I have been so in love with somebody and wanting to be with them, and knowing that their view on our love was strictly out of pornography made me feel like our love was so fake. And the way that pornography stages itself, the way that pornography shows itself to the world, is not the way that anybody is supposed to fall in love. It's not the way that anybody is supposed to love each other. Eventually, when I find the right person, and when I find that, I'm gonna be able to love again, and I'm gonna be able to find somebody that really does love me for who I am.
Because it's not biologically accurate or healthy for one to repress their sexuality here. But anytime Christians talk about sexual purity, it gets really cringy. They, to me, become a laughingstock because what they advocate, what they actually say, makes no sense from a biological or evolutionary standpoint whatsoever. Point 1. Violating someone is perfectly 100% okay. 2. Sexually abusing someone is totally acceptable behavior. Number 3. Rape is okay. To repress their desire to see someone naked in their normal biological form. Do not let religion guilt you and control you into being miserable. Rape is okay.
Hi. Welcome to Sex Tips with Anthony Slick. Woohoo! First, what I'd like to tell you guys, when you're thinking about raping a girl, always make sure you start off with the little things, like nipple bites. The more, like, you place your mouth around her nipples, it'll soothe her boobies and make her feel that you're welcome, but she doesn't want it. So, what's gonna happen is she's gonna be like, oh my god, like, I'm scared and all this, but it also feels good. Usually if you're like me and you have like an 8-inch hog, it'll just shove it right in there and she'll get sad and mad and scream and all that, but that's not what we're worried about. Here we're worried about is her just coming off right off the bat and feeling a little bit more comfortable with it. Like, yes, she already said no multiple times, which is why you're raping her. Or if you're like me and you just like to do it for fun with the bros, you know, gang rape, that's all fun. Yeah. But basically what I'm trying to get to is rape is okay. Statutory rape, fake rape, don't worry about it. It's not a thing. Age is just a number. Real rape, all girls want it. Like, if you couldn't have sex, you wouldn't be able to do it, you know? But, anyways, that's it. That's my interview. I just wanted to let you guys know raping's okay. If it's tight, it's right. Just, you know, fucking go rape someone, man.